Hello, and welcome back to Wednesday's Watch Ricky Mess Up His Models or Paint Along with Ricky. Unless anyone's got a better, name for it. So I'm carrying on with the Ogres today. I've had some feedback from some people online, from the chat and stuff, which was to go with bold colours, so like orange. So I've decided to paint them orange with black trim, so they'll kind of look like the Cincinnati Bengals. Sorry, Simpsons joke. Simpsons joke there. So yeah, if anyone in the chat wants to maybe come up with a pun name for them, I'll let you name them. My last team was an orc team called the Big Red Machine because of wrestling. So they were all named after wrestlers. So these guys are gonna be orange and black. So if anyone's got any cool puns for the Cincinnati Bengals, go for it. And if you want, you can even name one of the guys. So I am actually going to attempt using my wet palette. I don't know if I've got enough water in there, but because I've never used it before, but never properly anyway. So another new start for me. So so I'm gonna paint them. I'm gonna start working. I'm gonna use this guy because I think he's the one who came out worst last week. He's the darker guy that I ended up doing 2 shades on. So I'm gonna use him as like my test model basically. So if so that's the plan. Hello there, El Asmatico. So I'm gonna just try and paint this guy. I'm gonna see how it goes and maybe make adjustments as I go along. So just start painting, I guess. We have started to put up a schedule so that if anyone wants to join in with anything, we got more of a schedule. I've broken it already today by streaming a couple of hours earlier. So because I'm podcasting with my friends on our podcast later, the Justice League podcast. So you could check us out on Twitter, Instagram, and all of those things. The Justice League podcast. So we're going to be doing that later. You can listen to us wherever you get podcasts. So it did mean that I had to try and squeeze this stream in a bit earlier today. Apologies for that if it's inconvenience for anyone, but the video will be up for a while anyway, so there's always that. I am actually recording them these days as well, so that it might end up on YouTube as well, on our YouTube channel, which has got some good content from years past. We've got interviews with cosplayers and some reviews and play-alongs and stuff like that. So feel free to go and check us out. The Swansea Comic and Gaming Convention. Highly recommend it. Not that I'm biased or anything. There's some panels caught at some of the old cons and stuff like that. I think I need a bigger brush. Although, I'm kind of liking how it's looking at the moment. Okay, so that's how it's looking. I don't know if that's a good enough thing. It might need another couple of coats, but so far I'm quite liking the colour. I think it'll pop when I manage to put some black on it. But yeah, if you want to name one of my ogres, or even a Nobler, although I am already going to name one of them Bruce, because as a Liverpool fan, it'd be a missed opportunity if he's not called Bruce Nobler. He could be the guy I use for fouls, so he could bribe the refs. Ba-dum-tsh. Football jokes. Whilst I'm painting fantasy American football people on a gaming comic book nerdy site. All my nerdy friends don't understand how I like football when I like all of this stuff. But I don't know, I like sports. Even when they pretend sports like wrestling. But yeah, so let's have a look. This guy could be Bruce Nobler. I have to remember that one. So, if there is anyone watching, what are you guys painting? Let me know in the chat. So I'm also we've also got the Among Us stream on Friday again now, so I'll give a plug for that. Not that there's... So if you come back on a Friday evening, you can listen to me, Adam, Sam, Dylan, and a few of our friends who've helped out at the con. So they're con related in that way. They've volunteered at previous events as we traverse a space station and call each other sus. Because, you know, especially Kieran Jenkins, he's proper sus, he is. But, yeah, and it's just a matter of, like, we're going to try and use this stream a bit more, but we want people to tell us what they want to see on here. It makes sense to utilise it when we're allowed to see people again. Maybe we could put some battle reports. Well, not even battle reports, just film us playing games. Do you remember games? I remember. Yeah, but we'll just try and use this, I guess, bit more. Hopefully some of the other guys will take up some streaming opportunities so that it isn't my face you're stuck with constantly. Although I am kind of enjoying this. These have been stuck on my painting table for over probably about a year, I would say. I don't know if it's over a year. I think it was just before we went into lockdown. So, and I've been thinking, I'll paint them, but because it's now tied to content, it's actually making me sit down and paint. So there's that aspect of this. So it's kind of making me be productive. And after a few like months in lockdown. Like I was really productive at the start. I painted like all my orc buggies and stuff like that, and then no end was in sight. So I kind of went, you know what? I don't need to paint. But this is actually quite good at the moment, doing these streams, because like I painted that Plague Marine that I had from Games Workshop, and although I had every intention of painting him, if I hadn't had this stream, I probably would have gone, you know what, he can wait. So I don't know what to do with this guy's belly thing. I might have to have a look. His shorts are nice and orange now though. Yeah, and it's nice to be productive again, so I'm happy with that. But if you don't want to see me, you want to see Adam or Simon or Sam doing stuff, let them know on Facebook. That's where they probably see him most. Drop it in the comments and say, I've had enough of the ginger one. Give us the giant headed one. But yeah, so I don't know what to say, to be fair. Am I coming through okay? I did send a message to our group, like I do every time, so that they could tell me if if the stream's looking okay, but I haven't heard anything back. So I'm just assuming that they're either not watching or I'm coming in loud and clear. So if it's only you there, Kieran, am I coming in loud and clear? Is the stream not chopping up? And how's your building going? Just before lockdown, Kieran bought like 1,000 Suns. Started at the start of 1,000 Suns army, and what was the other thing? The demons. Yeah, I can't remember the name. So he bought them just before lockdown, and then we can't play anymore. So I don't know how much he's done. So I know they've recently had like record profits and stuff, but you can't help but think the middle of a pandemic probably wasn't the best time to launch 9th edition, because no one gets to play it. I suppose, like, from the news, maybe people in Australia are playing it, so even though things cost a lot more for them down under, Warhammer wise, they are going to be first this time. But I got so much I want to try out when we get back to the game in. Got a load of Death Guard that I painted up. I got a load of Orcs that I painted up. I just want to get them on the table now. So here's hoping to 2021 once that bloody vaccine is rolled out, we might get some games in. So let us know what you're looking forward to playing with people again. I'm sure there's some. Or tell us what you're playing in lockdown. If there's anything that you're playing in lockdown 3 with a vengeance, then let us know. Well, tell us what to play, and we can all see what things are like. If you've got two people in your house who like playing games, I would recommend Blossoms. It's a 2-player game where you are growing flowers. So it was really easy to learn when I picked it up from the Gamers Emporium. Cheap plug. And it's not like a game where it says like 2 to X players and you play it and and then you just don't really interact, because even though it says for that many players, it's kind of like built to be enjoyed better with like 4. It just works. I guess that it was only UK, but I gotta keep talking as if there's people there, just in case I put it up on YouTube at some point. So that's one thing I've learnt then. The earlier stream is not as watched. I could always chuck on Discord and listen, and we can actually talk on there, and then it's I don't feel as if I'm talking to myself. So yeah, thanks for the heads up, Kieran. I know now that I am just talking into the abyss. You got any questions while I'm I know you're saying audio only, but have you got any questions I can answer? It's not like you can see my painting job anyway, but thanks for listening in audio only. How's Nick Cage settling in with you? So I've done one guy. He looks alright, I think. Orange looks good, I think. I will post pictures on Facebook later. So I'm gonna just carry on with like the hour or so that I'd put on, yeah. Okay, what ideas have you got? Oh, with Nick Cage? Alright, cool. So that's the problem at the moment, because we don't see each other. It becomes harder to get rid of him. I was tempted to keep hold of him, but you presented the only opportunity I had in weeks to actually pass him on. So otherwise, he would have just sat behind me in these streams ready for someone to go, why is there a Nick Cage head behind you? Not that you would have been able to see it was Nick Cage, you would have just maybe thought it was a bad Batman. But yeah, so alright, so I gotta give a shout out to Miles of MTH Painting on Instagram. He's one of the people who suggested the orange. He's one of the people who suggested the orange, and yeah, I kind of liking it. I don't know how well that's going to show on the camera, but there we go. He's looking quite good. So, yeah, armor-wise, I'm not sure where to paint orange. Sorry, just got a text. I wanted to see what it was. So I think my nephew, my nephew Kieran, had just managed to get an Xbox after months of walking around like a zombie going, oh, I want an Xbox. He even got annoyed when I pretended that I had a PlayStation 5, even though he doesn't want a PlayStation. It was just because they'd apparently harder to get. So, congratulations, happy birthday. So, hopefully he'll be happier now that he's got that. But it'll probably mean that he doesn't do anything else for weeks now. Okay, so shoulder pad, yes, orange. Arm guards, maybe. I got spam, I guess, in the chat. So if I want to be famous and big follows, nah, I'm okay. If I want to be famous for something, probably not rambling to myself whilst I badly paint something. Thanks for the offer though. But yeah, you're saying you don't want to be famous and with big follows and stuff, Key? So yeah, I'll leave that where it is. I'm not going to touch that with a pole, any size pole. But yeah. This thing should probably be orange as well, and put in some black after. So seeing as you're my only viewer at the moment, do you want to name one of these guys? Could be either one of the trolls or one of the another trolls, the ogres, or the nobblers. Your choice. Be aware that the nobblers, when they get played, are probably going to die a lot. So if you want the name to stick around, probably better off doing a troll. Okay, I gotta look before I commit to painting the armor on his the armor on his belly. I'm gonna check some designs out online, just because I think that would be better than me just painting it orange and going, I don't know about that. But okay, I'm liking how these guys are shaping up at the moment. God knows what I'm gonna do with these guys. I kind of want them to look like the cloth that Dobby's wears in the Harry Potter movies. Cheers, Chris. If you want to name one as well, go for it. So we got Maul. See, if we're going down that road, we gotta probably name them Maul and Sidious and Tyrannus and things like that, rather than just random names. But Maul kind of works with the idea that they're the Cincinnati Bengals. But yeah, there's going to be plenty of like blacks on them as well. Like their boots are going to be black. Maybe I'll do some Orcdidas. Yeah, I just don't know how to. Yeah, I do want to paint them all those guys like Derby, because they're expendable as well, and they kind of remind me of like house elves and stuff. The only problem I've got with that is I don't know how to pull off that dirty pillowcase look. So if you can give me a tip on how to do that, that would be pretty cool. That is kind of how I see them. So yeah, that is the look I want to go for. So if you know how I can pull that off, that would be greatly appreciated. I probably won't paint those guys on stream, because there's lots of them and I want to do them a bit quicker. These guys that I'm painting on stream, I'm probably taking my time a bit more than I would if I was just getting them ready for the tabletop, because I think that's my problem with painting, is I haven't got the patience to do it, and once I move on to the next colour, I don't really want to go back. Yeah, so like, yeah, so like, you know, like a dirty, pillowcase. So like, or a, like, sack, burlap sack or something. You know, like Dobby's got in the movies. So that would be my ideal look for them. They just little abused, kind of elfy things, goblin-y things. So they should be good like that. But yeah, as I was saying, these guys that I'm painting on stream, I'm taking my time a lot more with than I do normally. So I think they're gonna turn out better than the stuff I normally paint, because I don't want to look like a fool. Well, Grax shade, which is like the one for dirtying things up, is just what colour would you? Right, then flesh shade is it, and then put the dirty wash over that. So like Agrax or something. I could try that whilst I'm on stream. I guess I can dig out. I don't know if I've got I don't know if I've got Reichland flesh shade, but I've got. So maybe I will give that a look. But yeah, and that's why I guess I'm not really good. Use a light cream. Yeah, I might try one of those after I've done all the orange on these guys then, because that won't be too hard. I got a couple of things here that I could possibly use. I've got Gracia is that's a grey. Maybe Rakath flesh. I could do that as the base, and then try washing over it. But yeah, that's a good idea. I don't know if you can hear it in the background. The dog is drinking. Maybe I should put her on stream. She'd probably get more followers than me. Oh no, she going away. She's like, no, not putting me on screen. So yeah, as I was saying, and keep repeating myself, yeah, if I did this with every model, I probably would get a better result, but I'd also never finish painting because I've got stupidly big armies, like orcs. And nurgly things, and like, oh my god, painting poxwalkers. And grots. I love grots, but at the same time I hate grots. I painted so many of them in the summer when I thought we were going to actually have games at some point. Like, me and my nephew were planning on having... I'd put together an all grot list for my orcs, and he put together an all Fenrisian wolf or wolfy list for his space wolves, and we were planning on doing that. So it would have been a matter of if the grots could have shot the wolves before they get into combat, the grots win. If not, the wolves win. But yeah, so I painted up a load of grots ready for that, and then yeah, you know, the world didn't go back to normal. So And then even worse, they changed the rules on us. So I don't even know if it's possible anymore. So instead, we'll have to wait until everything settles back down again and maybe put together. Ah, right. Maybe I'll pick that up when I'm picking up all the new Death Guard stuff then. Cool. Maybe I'll do it, see if I can pick it up before the next stream, and I'll try doing them on the next stream then. So I need Seraphim, Sepia, and a creamy colour. So like, okay, cool. Yeah, so that would be a cool thing to stream, I think. Not orcs, Grots versus Wolves. Probably be a quick game. Especially now that it's all like really objective based. Because if I move towards them, they're just gonna rip my Grots into pieces. Hello, Macari's 2-up save could save that. Macari versus all of the Grots. Not Grots, all of the Wolves on his own. So what do you reckon? Some black stripes on these shoulder pads and stuff as well? To, you know, make them look tigery, I guess. Or should I just leave it as bold orange? So it's when I'm doing painting and stuff that I think, why didn't I just pick a Space Marine army? Just spray them the colour I want. Put some trim on them. Done. But then I wouldn't be having fun, I guess, because I like all the stupid fluffy rules about, like, with all of these guys. Like, I do like the red makes orcs go faster and stuff like that. It just makes it more fun. I don't know if you can see it behind me, but I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I've got this just been sat on my painting table. Was bomb, Bluna bomber, whatever it's called, you know, orky name. So that's been on this painting table with these guys, but I just don't know what to do with it. I had a clear vision what I wanted to do with like the buggies and stuff, but no idea what I want to do with that. Because like I do like the yellow on the box, and to be fair, I think that at the moment meta, not that I ever played meta in Warhammer, but the meta for orcs is to just fly your planes, do your shooting, and then spend command points to make them fly and headbutt into things. So I could do that, but it's a yellow to make it, to represent it exploding a bit more, but I just don't know. I honestly don't know what to do with it. So he's not even undercoated, so he's gonna be towards the end of my pile, I think. Anyway, it's just he ended up on my painting table when I did the show off my orc stream, my pile of shame stream. So he's just been waiting there now, looking at me, going, "Yep, I'm still here, and I've still got no paint on me." But what he doesn't realise is I don't care. So so yeah, the inanimate object that is taunting me isn't gonna win. But if you have got anything you want, like, to see me paint on you, just, drop it in one of our comments or something, and I will try. I will try to paint it. I got plenty of Death Guardy stuff to paint. I got some Nurgly stuff, Chaos Space Marines, and plenty of orcs. Always with the orcs. Just when you think you've done all your boys, you buy another 30. It's one of those things where I don't know if it's all orc players or just me, but you're scrolling on Facebook or whatever, and the Warhammer page, the selling page, quickly points out that someone is selling orcs. And you go and have a look, and they are selling a pile of boys, and you go, "Do I need them?" And then they just turn up. Yep, that's what I'm going to tell myself. They just turn up. It's like in the law, if you don't kill them all, they just repossess. Well, even if you think you've killed them all, they just kind of like grow more in the more of the mushroomy people. So yeah, so there was someone local selling like more boys during the summer, and I thought, you know what? Yep, I'll have them. So they're pretty good as well, because they got converted a little bit, so they don't look exactly in the same poses that all of my other boys are in. So you would have seen them if you watched the showing off my pile of shame video. So yeah, they were worth it. I just got to paint them now, just when I thought I'd finished all my boys. So the other thing I almost fell back into today was looking up Keyforge news for the new set that's coming out. Only because I saw a meme for one of the cards. Like, the meme was trying to make out that it was a better version of Ember Imp. But to me, when I read it, it was a worse version of Ember Imp. So So yeah, that is. But I looked at it and then I kind of didn't look any further because until it's out and we can play it again, I'm not really interested. Well, I am, obviously, because I looked at it, but I'm not gonna go too far into that rabbit hole because I didn't play enough of the last set because we were in lockdown. So I'm just gonna wait. Like, I'm not too sure if I'm gonna enjoy the tide mechanic either. So let's just wait and see. Other games I might do, well, as you will have seen, and I'll probably be doing it again this Saturday because, nothing better to do. But another game I'd recommend would be Stardew Valley. I play it on my Switch, mainly, but last week I bought it for Steam as well so that I could stream it. And me and my friend Becky, who's complete beginner to the game, starting to play through. So you can either watch my stream on here, Swansea Comic and Gaming Convention, or you can watch on Autumn Daggers and see her side of the stream. I'm not sure what time we'll be doing that this week, but be sometime on Saturday, probably in the afternoon. But that is a game that I highly recommend for your Switch. I've also picked up the new Scott Pilgrim game. I've only played through level 1 so far because I kind of want to play with people. My hands are shaking then. I just put a large dollop of orange in between this guy's legs. So yeah, can't stream that though because I haven't got a capture card. So sorry, but that is an amazing game as well, especially with your friends. I still need to do Streets of Rage. Can't even get through level 1. It is tough, and that's why I think you need to play with friends. Who's your character, Chris? I tend to go Scott, but I don't know. I haven't really looked through anyone else. I know Kieran would probably play as my nephew. Would probably play as Stephen Stills. So Scott for me. Scott and Knives. Yeah, I looked at Knives, but I didn't end up. And also Wallace because he's DLC as well, and I think he's included with the game. But I think last time when it was on PS3, I played as Scott and I think the person I played with was like Ramona, so it was probably my friend Adam. So maybe I should try other characters, but I like Scott. Even when you realise, hang on a minute, Scott's an horrible person. just someone in his 20s doesn't mean to be that way. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing through that. I also, even though I haven't got it, been meaning to buy Streets of Rage 4 all the way through lockdown. Because, like, I've got a Mega Drive set up in the other room. And I still play through Streets of Rage 1 and 2. So I should really get number 4. So, the only one I'm not that fussed on is number 3. Oh, it's just, so why is Scott bad? If you look back, he's self-centered, he's lazy, he's manipulative, he 2 times knives. He grows by the end of it, but I didn't see it when I first read it either. But yeah, Scott isn't a great person, but he does grow through it. Like when he talks about why him and Kim never worked out. It's all about Scott, and like even in the movies when they asked, they used that why didn't you and Kim date a bit, and he went yeah, and then he's a bit of a dick when he says that I had to fight 100-foot guy and stuff, which is what happens in the comic, but you don't know how much of it is, Scott exaggerating things. And yeah, so he's not great. I still like him, but he's not a great person. But he means well. And I really liked that he had a cameo in like Seconds, which is the Brian Lee O'Malley book that came after Scott Pilgrim, about a woman in her 30s starting a restaurant, and there's one panel where you can see the Scott and Ramona there, and it means, hey, they made it. So there's that as well, so it just shows that he does grow. So like, yeah, I still like Scott, even though he's a flawed character. But that's probably a good thing. If he was perfect, then he's unrealistic. He's supposed to be a slacker in his 20s at the end of the day. So it fits with the character. But yeah, that's why I said he wasn't a good person, but I still, yeah. What do you think then, Chris? Is that a good enough answer? I think they are the things that people pick up on when they've gone back and looked at it again in older eyes. I think it was fully intended as well. The film is like one of my favourite films ever. I own like 4 different copies because it had a Brian Lee O'Malley cover on one of them, and just completionist, and like the the commentaries on it are great as well. So the Edgar Wright one, and then you've got the like the one from the other cast, so like Stephen Stills and young Neil and stuff like that. So it's really rewatchable. So it totally justifies me having like 4 different copies of the film. Okay, I think I've done at least the first level of orange on these guys. So where do I go next? Blacks or leathers or metallics? So I have picked out, done the orange on all of these guys. I think they've come out quite well, actually. They need some... Okay, cool. Blacks. Okay, I'll do the blacks on the test guy. On this guy again. And then I am going to wrap up the stream there for today. And wrap up the stream there then for the day. Because I've got to get ready to podcast. And babble again about geeky stuff. But that'll be more... I guess more comic-y based and stuff because it's my comic friends rather than my gamey friends. So yeah, I'll try doing the blacks on this guy. And then I'll post up pictures to show on our Instagram and on our Facebook to show what I've done today, and then we can pick them back up next week then. This brush is going to be too big because I'm used to just going black everywhere on these things with black, so but it's more detail-y stuff with this and I just realised I missed something on this guy. Orange on his back. So there we go. Okay, so if anyone is watching, and other than Kieran and Chris, have you picked up any Blood Bowl teams, or have you played any Blood Bowl 2? I know that can't play outside households, but there are people that play with people in their households. So if anyone has, let us know what you played, how the new rules are looking and working. And do you like the new Black Orc team or the new Imperial team? Let us know how they playing. So so that we can know when we actually get back to being allowed friends. Yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it? Like, if she played, I bet she'd enjoy it. Did sell my Imperial Nobility team on eBay. But not my Orcs. Because, you know, I'm not the type of person that plays Umis. But after these guys, I don't know what to get. I kind of want a Snotling team, but I also have wanted a Goblin team since early on. No? Maybe you just haven't found the right game yet, Chris. Are your wingspans good? Have you tried to get her with... Oh, do you want to play this bird watching game? Even though it sounds like... What? A bird watching game? Everyone that I know who's played it reckons it's amazing. I haven't had a game yet, but I do. It is on the list of things I want to play. So maybe you'll get it with that. Or Blossoms, the game I spoke about earlier. We grow where you grow flowers, 2-player game, so really easy. And it was really fun. Might be able to catch it out with that. There's some options. They're not like really in-depth tabletop experiences where you've got to know how this interacts with that. It's quite simple. So there's 2 options that you can try. Yeah, I've heard you could get like board games on the Switch. My mate Adam has been he's been playing Carcassonne on Switch. And Ticket to Ride. Both are great games to play with people. But I haven't tried them on Switch. You can actually go to our YouTube channel and watch us play Carcassonne. So if you want to see how it's played, we've got like a how-to as Titchen's time show me and Adam how to play it. But yeah, so I don't know how playing a board game works on your Switch. Is it like Tabletop Simulator, or is it just like the old like PlayStation games where you play Monopoly against the computer and get frustrated and never play it more than once? I'm feeling really self-conscious when I concentrate because I can't talk because it moves around too much, and then I'm aware that I've got a camera pointed at my face. I'm probably doing my tongue out concentration face. Maybe I'll have to look into that, considering I'm missing playing games. But I think for me, it's... I bet, as I say this, the people who have played games with me are going to go, no, it's not. But it's the the social interaction part of playing. I know I've got a reputation of liking to win. I play because I like to win, but it is kind of, you know, I like to play with people. It's the social aspect as well. So, yeah, that's my issue with video game things. Although, Blood Bowl's a great video game, tabletop game. I would highly recommend that, so yeah, maybe I should give it a go. Not be so biased, basing it on 20-year-old experience of playing Monopoly with a cheating AI on PlayStation 1. Okay, I can see myself getting sloppy now because I think my concentration has gone. So I'm gonna try and finish the black on this guy, but it doesn't feel great. Oh, is it out next month? If it's out on Switch, I'd get it on Switch. I just find my Switch to be the easiest console to just play. It's there. And like, even though I would never get like the Switch Lite, I do like playing it handheld. I wouldn't get a Switch Lite because I do like to dock it every now and then, but yeah, I do like that it's handheld as well, so I would, if it comes out on Switch, I'm definitely going to get it on Switch. Okay, I'm going to I think I'm going to wrap up about here now because it's just getting sloppier. Okay, stripe down his shorts and then that's it. I'm going to call it an evening. There you go, you can tell I'm concentrating, I stopped talking. Okay, I'm kind of liking how this is looking. Here you go. There's nice black stripe down his orange shorts. Maybe try and work out how to put some tiger stripes on some bits. But yeah, I'm going to call it a night there. Thanks for those who tuned in, and tune in on Friday for our Among Us stream, and Saturday keep an eye out. So we'll be streaming on Friday from about 8. And then on Saturday, it'll be ad hoc. It'll probably be some point in the afternoon. So just follow us and get your notification from there. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.